All right, your Pekin 10U AA Dragons taking the ice for one final tournament of the season. Coming to you live from Lefty Smith Ice Rink at Compton Family Ice Arena in South Bend, Notre Dame, Indiana. Home of the Fighting Irish. This is the Lefty Smith Rink. This is where the University of Notre Dame plays all their home games at. So, Pekin Dragons excited to be here. It's the first time on the Lefty Smith Rink for several of our second-year players, I believe. So, this is a special deal for them. Go ahead and rip through the roster here real quick while I'm getting situated. All right, in alphabetical order. Not rostered today is Ace Archdale and Duncan Hill. So we got number 19, Grayson Blevins, number 11, Easton Cook, number 84, Emmett Cook, number 7, Braxton Courts, number 90, Wyatt Flynn, number 82, Wesley Johnson. He'll be in net today. Number 25, Jackson McCoy. Number 33, Jet Nafziger. Number 77, Houston Richardson. Number 80, Payson Shortino. Number 40, Jonas Smith. And we called up number 29, Nash Moldenauer. He'll be skating with us this game. Pekin 10U AA Dragons coaching staff consists of head coach Josh Gale, assistant coach Caleb Smith. Chip Hill's not rostered today. I haven't seen Caleb yet. He might not be here either, but on the bench we'll have Jake Flynn and Brian Blevins. And I'm not sure who our penalty box attendant is yet, but I'm sure we got one somewhere. All right. Pekin Dragons had a pretty great season so far. This is last 4 or maybe 5 games of our 24-25 season. This tournament here is the Luck of the Irish tournament here, the UHT Luck of the Irish 2025. So there'll be 4 playoff games for this tournament, and then the top 2 teams will go to the championship round on Sunday afternoon. So potentially 5 games. All right. So the Squirt 10U Silver Bedard division in our seed round, we came in second place with 6 games played, 4 wins, 2 losses, 0 ties, and 8 points. And that put us in the Squirt 10U Silver Tier 2 for our regular season with Nihil. 16 games played, 13 wins, 3 losses, 0 ties, 26 points. 97 goals for, 44 goals against, plus minus of 53. And then we won all 3 of our playoff games and went to the championship and came in second place in the Nihil Blackhawk tournament in the silver division. For those that are getting a recap. We went 3-0-1 in the St. Louis Ice Blast and won that tournament back in, I think it was January in St. Louis. And the overall record so far is 23-7-1. So we'll see if we can't maybe make it 28-7-1 after this weekend. Three's Daddy, sponsored by a $7 Notre Dame souvenir coffee cup. bottle of Dasani. Perfect. Or purified water. All right, let's go Dragons. This is Pekin Dragons 10UAA hockey. We're going to have Shortino at center, Smith and Flynn on the wing, Emmett Cook and Grayson Blevins on defense, Wesley Johnson in net. And we're off. Shortino for the face-off. Puck comes over to the near side. Flynn forced it in for a second. Franklin Park Panthers are our opponent today. They'll turn it around into the neutral zone and try to dump it across the neutral zone towards the Dragons blue line there, and they'll enter the zone over here on the near side. Blevins gets up in his business. Shortino will chase it down on the near side, turns it around, brings it back up the near side boards and out to the neutral zone. And holds it into the neutral zone, picks it up on the near side, skates it in to the Panthers zone, dumps it in deep. Panthers goal. 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Dragons down by 1. All right, Flynn at center. Richardson and Courts on the wing. Emmett Cook and Jet Nafziger on defense. Flynn for the face-off, knocks it into the Panthers zone. Puck comes back up the far side, and Panthers advance it in. Nafziger skates it out to the neutral zone, cross center ice, and he's out in front. Sends it in deep, almost, and Panthers stopped it in the slot, knocked him back out. Nafziger trying to chase it back down in the Dragon zone. Puck comes over to the near side, and Braxton Courts sends it up the near side boards looking for Flynn. Flynn carries it up the near side, cross neutral zone ice, and dumps it down in deep, picks it up in the near corner, turns it around, advances towards the net, looking for a pass, back to Nafziger at the blue line. He'll send a shot. Ooh, got through a little bit of traffic there. Courts will pick it up in the near face-off circle and chases it down in the near corner. Panthers come back out with it. Skate it over to the far side, dump it up out into the neutral zone. And Emmett Cook will race back to defend. Lost an edge there. He's battling with 2 Panthers players. Puck comes back to Houston Richardson, and he'll clear it back out to the neutral zone. Panthers will pick it up. Send it off the near side boards, and Shortino races after it. Turns it around in the Dragon zone, all the way back out, across neutral zone, and down into the Panthers zone. Panthers drive him to the far side boards there. And he'll advance around the referee there, sends a shot over the net and over to the near side. Emmett Cook picks it up, sends a shot through some Panther traffic. Oh, rebound shot from Richardson there, and puck comes back out to the Panthers in the near face-off circle. They'll skate it behind their net and up the far side. Send it back out to the neutral zone. And they'll advance into the Dragon zone. Nafziger stopped him for a second. Courts sends it off the back wall and back around. Skates it around the back of the Dragons net and up the near side. Sends it out to the neutral zone. Whoop, and the Panthers send it back up the near side. And Shortino tries to chase it down, and he does. Picks the pocket there on the near side and sends it out of play. It looked like it should have been, but bounced over here to the near side. And Emmett Cook tried to pick it up off the near side. Shortino will shovel it into the Panthers zone. Panthers send it back out to neutral zone, and Nafziger skates through some traffic there. Here come the Panthers back deep into the Dragon zone. Center one through, and it looked like it got stuck in the paraphernalia of Mr. Johnson there. He'll stop that puck in the blue paint. 8:13 remaining in the first period. Dragons down by 1. Face off in the Dragon zone. Smith for the faceoff. Back up to Wyatt Flynn. He'll carry it across the neutral zone all the way down into the Panthers zone. And sends a shot. Glove save, Panthers. 7:59 remaining in the first period. Dragons still down by 1. Face-off in the Panthers zone. Smith at center. Moldenauer and Easton Cook on the wings. Flynn and Blevins on defense. Smith for the face-off. Panthers pick it up in the near corner and send it over to the far side boards. And Flynn drives it in deep from the blue line. Panthers pick it up on the far face-off circle. Oop, got through the stick of Mr. Blevins there and all the way down. Flynn will get there first. Skates it around the back of the Dragons net and off the far side boards looking for Nash Moldenauer. He'll wrestle it around the referee's skates there and skates it back behind the Dragons net. Oh, got picked there. Here comes Blevins to help him. There's Nash. Sends it off the near side boards looking for Easton Cook. And puck comes off the near side. Back to Jonah Smith at the blue line, and they'll try to drive it across the neutral zone. Panthers pick it up, skate it around the back of their net, deep in their own zone. And they'll leave the puck behind. Jonah Smith holds it in. Nope, no he doesn't. Offside Dragons. 6:56 remaining in the first period of play. Dragons down by 1. Face off in the neutral zone. Shortino at center. Courts and McCoy on the wing. And McCook and Jet Nafziger on defense. Cook drove it into the Panther zone momentarily there, and Panthers bring it back into the Dragon zone. Looking for a pass up the slot here, and they found one, but that got deflected over to the near side by the Dragons. And Emmett Cook tries to poke it back out. Panthers hold it in. Back to Emmett Cook, up. Back to a wide open player in the slot there. Shortino clears the zone. Back out to the neutral zone, and Courts is in hot pursuit. Cross ice pass to another Panther player here on the near side, and Courts tries to tap it back into the Panther zone, but Panthers knock it across the neutral zone. And Courts dumps it in deep back to the near corner, and he'll chase it down on the back wall. Sends it off the far side boards, and Shortino gets there first. Skates it across the back wall there, looking for an opportunity. Back to Emmett Cook at the blue line. Oh, sends it through the feet of some Panthers there. Back to Shortino, back to Emmett Cook, and he'll send it off the near side boards. Shortino holds it into the Panther zone. Skates it across the near face-off circle, looking for a pass in front. Oh, and Panthers deflect that back. Emmett Cook sends a shot wide from the blue line. And over to the far side, McCoy. Battling for it. Shortino's over to help him, and so is Braxton Courts. And McCoy comes out with it. Back to Shortino, and he'll turn it around. Pass over to Emmett Cook on the near side. Sends a shot. Save. Panthers. And Panthers come back out of their zone with it. Nafziger's back to defend. And Emmett Cook picks his pocket there. Back to Braxton Courts. And he'll enter the Panther zone with some speed. Right up the slot. Sends a shot wide over their back wall. And Panthers will collect it deep in their zone. Back to Shortino. Back to Emmett Cook. Oh, and Panthers. Another odd man rush here. 2-on-1. Nafziger back to defend. And he'll pick that. Skates back up across the near side face-off circle over to the near side. Stops. Cross ice pass looking for Courts. And he found him. Back to Shortino. Oh, Shortino got picked. Panthers hold it in. Skated up the far side and advanced towards the Dragons net. Shortino stops that shot. Whoa! And puck got deflected in off the back of Johnson's leg there. We were messing around a little too far, a little too close to the net. 4:11 remaining in the first period. Dragons down by 2. Smith for the face-off. Over to Richardson, over to Flynn, and back up to the blue line. Panthers send it back across the neutral zone there. And back to Blevins. They'll send it off the near side. Panthers knock it back across the neutral zone. Dragons hold them out momentarily there. And they'll advance back towards the net. Send a shot high over the top and back to the back wall. And Panthers send one in from the blue line. Oh, almost got a deflection there. Save Johnson. To Wyatt Flynn, and he'll pick it up. Skated around the back of his net there and back over to the blue line. Panthers hold it in, send it up the near side. And they'll come out with it. Send a bouncer, and Johnson will poke check that one wide. Another shot. Oh, nope. Cross-ice pass at the blue line on the Panthers there, and Dragons don't want to go after the puck today, apparently. Skated across the far face-off circle, dump it out into the neutral zone, and they'll try to race it down. Cross-ice pass over to the near side. Oh! Panthers fanned on the pass there, and back to Jonah Smith. He'll send it off the near side and down to the back wall. Panthers get there first. And Flynn tried to hold it in, and it got taken out there in front of the Dragons bench. Left the puck behind, back to Richardson, and he'll drive it in deep up the near side. Panthers get there first. And Moldenhauer gets in the way there for a second, and he'll hold it in. No, he doesn't. Back out to the neutral zone. And Richardson tries to pick it off. Flynn sends it back out to the neutral zone. Jonah Smith's going to race it down on the far side. Skates it into the Panther zone. And Richardson sends one just wide there over to the back wall. And, oh, Moldenhauer almost held it in with his skate there. Smith picks it up, sends it back in deep. Richardson deflects that pass with his leg pad there, and Panthers skate back out. Back to Shortino at center ice, and he'll scoop it back into the Panther zone. Back to Emmett Cook in the neutral zone. Sends it through the feet of some Panthers players. He got picked, and they'll skate it right up the slot through some Dragons traffic there. Back to Emmett Cook. Oh, back to Jackson McCoy, and Shortino clears the zone. Back to a Panther. Cross-ice pass over the near side, and Emmett Cook tried to battle it out back, or keep it out of the Dragon zone there. And oh, Johnson made the save there, and Shortino peeled it out of the crease. Pass up to McCoy on the far side in the neutral zone, and he'll skate it into the Panther zone. Chases it down around the referee there and sends a pass. Ooh, looking for Shortino up in front, and gets poked back over to the far side. And back to McCoy. Oh, a whistle on the play there. Looks like the Dragons will have a power play for a minute 30. 33.1 seconds remaining in the first period. Dragons down by 2. All right, Cook and Blevins on defense. Flynn and Smith are our wingers, and Shortino for the faceoff. Over to Flynn, back to Emmett Cook at the blue line. He'll pass it back up to Wyatt Flynn, and Panthers will chase the puck down. Back to Smith on the near side. Oop, fans on the shot. Sends a cross-ice pass, gets deflected back to Blevins. They'll send a shot. And loose puck in front of the net. Oh, Panthers come back out with it. And they'll clear the zone. Blevins skates down for it deep in the Dragon zone at the back wall there, and he'll send it up the far side boards, looking for Flynn's stick, and it got past him there. That's going to do it for the first period of play, folks. Dragons down by 2 after 1. I'll take a small break for a delicious drink of Dasani purified bottled water from the snack bar downstairs. "57 seconds remaining on the Panther power penalty kill there when we return 12-minute periods. All right, period 2 starts now. Gonna have Shortino at center. Flynn and Smith on the wings. Emmett Cook and Grayson Blevins on defense. Switching sides and going the other way for period 2 of game 1 of the UHT Luck of the Irish tournament here in South Bend, Indiana. Shortino for the face-off, and Flynn picks the pocket at center ice, passes over to Jonah Smith on the near side. He'll pass it back to Shortino in the slot. Oh, got picked there and got a shot, just didn't have any juice on it. Blevins sends a shot from the blue line, loose puck in front, and Panthers will glove that one down. 11:42 remaining in the second period. 40 seconds remaining on the Dragons power play. Same lineup. Shortino for the face-off, back to Emmett Cook, sends a shot up the slot, save Panthers, and Panthers will chase it down on the far side, send it back, looking for, trying to hold it in there. Blevins holds him to the outside, hey, loose puck. Oh, and Dragons send that back out to the neutral zone. Panthers will race it down. That was close. And whoa, ice must be sticky today or something. Smith advances deep into the Panther zone. Oh, we got taken out against the boards there. Looks like we got a whistle on the play. Tripping call, perhaps. All right, another Dragons power play. It'll be 5-on-3 for 2 seconds. And then minute 28 with a one-man advantage. McCoy and Flynn on the wing, Shortino for the face-off. And Panthers advance back out to the neutral zone. They'll send it in deep into the Dragon zone, and Wyatt Flynn will chase it down. Sends it off the far side boards, and Shortino will hunt it. And he'll turn it around in the far face-off circle in the Dragon zone. Leaves the puck behind for a second there. Almost got picked off in the slot. Passes it over to Flynn on the near side. And back to Shortino and back to Cook. Back to McCoy at the blue line. He'll advance it in up the far side in the Panthers zone all the way down to the far corner and to the back wall. Panthers come out with it around the back of the Panthers net. Blevins holds it in, sends a shot from the blue line, gets deflected back to the back wall. And back to Flynn, sends a shot. Save, Panthers, loose puck. Oh, goal, Dragons! Shortino, nice little backhander there off the rebound from the Panthers netminder. Power play goal. 10-12 remaining in the second period. Dragons reduce the deficit to 1 goal. Nafziger and Emmett Cook on defense. Courts and McCoy on the wing. Jonah Smith at center. And Smith for the faceoff. Sends it deep into the Panthers zone. And Panthers get there first. Send it up the far side. And Emmett Cook held it in. Still holds it in. Sends it back in deep. And Jonah Smith will race it down on the back wall. Panthers send it off the glass up to the blue line. Back to Emmett Cook. And he'll send a shot. Ooh. Save Panthers. Puck gets knocked over to the near side there. Panthers collect it, skate it across the neutral zone, and Nafziger tries to hold it off to the near side there. Panthers send a shot off the glove of Wesley Johnson, and Panthers shot goes wide, back to the back wall. Get the puck! And puck gets deflected through some Dragons traffic, and Jonas Smith clears the zone. Panthers will race it down, and they'll send it back out to the neutral zone. Shoot! And Emmett Cook waits for a second. Jonas Smith, ooh, almost held it in. Back to Nafziger, back to Cook, and Cook back to Jackson McCoy. We got an offside call there, perhaps. Looked like they were timing it pretty well to me. 8:52 remaining in the first period. Dragons down by 1. Second period. I think I said first period. Meant to say second period. 33's daddy. Not perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Face off in the neutral zone. Shortino at center. Richardson and Easton Cook on the wing. Blevins and Flynn on defense. And Flynn sends it back into the neutral zone. Panthers are collected in their zone. Turn it around, send it back out. Easton Cook stops that lobber, and Panthers skater right around him there. Centering pass. Oh, Panthers. High over the top of Mr. Johnson there. 8:25 remaining in the second period. Dragons down by 2. Shortino for the face-off, back to Grayson Blevins. He'll send it off the near side boards and into the Panther zone. Shortino will try to race it down. Cross-ice pass to a Panther on the far side, and he'll stop it in the face-off circle. Sends it out. And Flynn picks his pocket at center ice and skates it in up the far side. Sends a shot from the face-off circle. Glove save, Panthers. 8:06 remaining in the second period. Score is 3-1. Dragons down by 2. Nafziger and Emmett Cook on defense. Moldenhauer and Courts on the wing. Shortino at center. Shortino for the face-off. Back to Emmett Cook. He'll send a shot. Gets deflected off of a Panther in front of the net there. And back to Emmett Cook. Panthers send it back out to the neutral zone. And Nafziger back to defend. He'll deflect that one. And puck comes over the near side. Emmett Cook drives it up the near side. Panthers held it in. Back to Braxton Courts. Offside Dragons. We're a little rusty today, folks. 7:35 remaining in the second period. Face off in the neutral zone. Smith for the face off. Sends it into the Panther zone. And Dragons held it out of their zone there. Panthers send it in deep. Emmett Cook sends it up the far side boards. Panthers send a shot from the blue line. Nafziger will poke that one to the back wall. And stick save. Johnson. Puck goes back to the back wall again. Stop messing around by the net, boys. Get it out. Man. Back to Moldenhauer. Oh, just couldn't turn it around in time there. Panthers skated into the Dragon zone.
Keep going.
A delayed penalty on the Dragons, it seems. Shot from the slot. And 6:24 remaining in the second period. Dragons down by 2, and looks like Ash Moldenauer will go off for his first penalty in the 10U age group. And Shortino for the face-off. Back to a Panther player. They'll send a cross-ice pass. Yeah. Nope. Goal waved off. Now it's not. Dragons down by 3. Power play goal by the Franklin Park Panthers there. 6:13 remaining. In the second period. Shortino at center, Courts and Easton Cook on the wing, Blevins and Emmett Cook on defense. Shortino for the face-off, and he'll skate it through some way offsides, Mr. Courts. Shortino for the face-off, and Panthers collect it. Back to Easton Cook. He'll cross-ice pass it to a Panther player over here. Got past the Dragon sticks. And Courts will pick the pocket at center line there and dump it back into the Panther zone. Shortino tried to pick their pocket there, and Cook did too, and Emmett Cook sent it back to the back wall. And Panthers skate it right back out of their zone, and it's like Dragons interfered there, offside Panthers. 5:31 remaining in the second period. Dragons down by 3, face off in the neutral zone. Flynn for the face-off. Panthers carry it into the Dragon zone. Flynn deflects it back out. Looking for Jonas Smith there. And they'll try to pick it off with some Panthers players there, and they'll send it back into the neutral zone. Richardson tries to help it up to the near side. Knapsiger will chase it down in the Dragon zone. Passes it to a Panther player. And got skated around there. Panthers shoot it high over the top of the Dragon's net. Flynn will race it down on the far side boards. Passes it to himself. Nope. Almost. And back to McCoy. Back to Richardson. Back to McCoy again. Back to Richardson again. Richardson. And Panthers send it across the neutral zone there for looking for Flynn. They weren't looking for him, but they found him. Puck comes back into the Dragon zone, and Knapsiger will pick it up. Knapsiger skates it across the... Go! Yeah. Dangles around some Panthers there at center ice. Carries it in deep, turns it around. And he gets picked off on the far side. And we got a penalty here on the Dragons, it would seem. 4 minutes remaining in the second period, and Richardson's going to go off for 1:30. Panthers power play. 4 minutes even remaining on the clock. Face off in the Dragon zone. Shortino at center and Moldenauer on the wing. McCoy and Knapsiger on defense. Shortino tries to squeeze it out of the neutral zone there. Save Johnson. Puck comes back over to the far corner. And McCoy looking for Shortino. Panthers dangle around everybody and skate it back to the back wall, looking for a centering pass, and they didn't catch it on the stick. And puck comes out to the neutral zone. Panthers buy themselves some time, get back on side, and Shortino is trying to chase it down. Moldenhauer picks his pocket on the far side. Oh, left the puck behind right in front of the Dragons bench there, and the Panthers come back into the Dragon zone with some speed. Nafziger's back to defend, deflects it over to the near side boards, and Shortino intercepted that shot, carries it back out to the neutral zone. Got Panther traffic all over him. Back to Moldenhauer. Oh, left the puck behind again, and he got it in, and came back out. Back to McCoy, back to Nafziger, and I don't know what he did there. Don't know what he's doing at all. Here we go. Whoa. Excellent. Dragons down by 4. 2:42 remaining in the second period. Had a long day of driving, folks. There was a lot of traffic and wrecks and stuff on the road today. I think everyone's a little tired. Flynn for the face-off. And he'll chase it down on the near side boards. It comes back out to the neutral zone, and Panthers send it back in deep. The Levens will chase it down on the back wall. Picks it up. Passes it up to Flynn, waiting in the slot, and he'll skate it across the neutral zone. Enters the Panther zone on the far side. Turns it around on the far side boards. Backhands one into the crease. Save. Panthers back over to Emmett Cook. Sends a shot. Gets deflected by a Panther in front of the net. And Emmett Cook picks that pocket again. And Panthers skate out up the far side with some speed. Blevins back to defend. 2-on-1. Back to Easton Cook. Back to a Panther player waiting, and Cook will poke check it out to the neutral zone with his 10-foot reach. Well, that was almost a high stick there. Blevins back, sends it back to the neutral zone. Shortino taps it into the Panther zone, and he's chasing after it. And he'll stop it. Oop. Save, Panthers. Point blank shot from Mr. Shortino. 1:19 remaining in the second period. Dragons down by 4 goals. Face off in the Panther zone. Okay, let's see. Taking a drink of my coffee. $7 coffee, I gotta drink it. McCoy picks it off the far side boards in the Panther zone, skates it right into the slot there, and Panthers knock it over to the near side. Smith tries to center one up. Panthers will take that back. And Richardson chasing it down. Shortino trying to help him. Panthers come out to the neutral zone, and Jonas Smith sends it back in. We were offside there, though. Back to McCoy, waiting in the... Get it out! Save, Dragons! Richardson and Smith on the wing, Nafziger and McCoy on defense, Shortino at center. Shortino for the face-off, over to Jonas Smith on the far side, and he'll send it across the neutral zone, down into the Panther zone. And McCoy Picks it up at center ice, skates it in up the slot. And, tried to center one up there. In the low face-off circle here on the near side. Go get it! Back to Knapsiger at the blue line. Sends a shot. And that gets caught at the buzzer there. Dragons down by a score of 5-1 after 2 periods. This is the only game we're going to play in this rink this weekend, I believe. We'll be the ice box tomorrow for both of those games. I think the first one's at 7:40 Central Time, something like that. 8:40 Eastern Time. I think that's when it is. And then there'll be another game tomorrow afternoon. I forgot to look the times up exactly before the game started, so I couldn't look them up. And then Sunday morning's game, I believe, will be back here at the Olympic rink, the practice rink that's here in the complex, and that'll be at 8:40 Central Time, 9:40 Eastern, I believe. So tomorrow will be an early one for you guys, but tune in around 7:40, I believe, back home in Pekin, Central Illinois. And we'll be live for game 2. All right, here we go. Period 3 starts now. Switching sides one last time on Lefty Smith Ice here at the Compton Family Ice Arena and University of Notre Dame. Shortino at center, Smith and Flynn on the wing. Emmett Cook and Grayson Blevins on defense. Shortino for the faceoff, gets it back to Emmett Cook. They're looking for Shortino, high part of the neutral zone there, and he'll skate it in. Sends a shot. Save. Panthers, loose puck. Puck wasn't covered. Face-off here in the Panthers zone. Same lineup. Shortino for the face-off. Panthers come out with it. Flynn sends it back up the slot. Back to Emmett Cook. This backhand centering pass there, and Panthers pick that off. Flynn picks his pocket. Shortino chases it down on the far side. Sends a shot high over the net and over to the far or near side boards. Back to Blevins at the blue line. Oh, he got picked off at the blue line there. Emmett Cook back to defend. And Panthers shot goes behind the back of the Dragons net. And Emmett Cook passes it up to Shortino. Shortino races it across the neutral zone. Got all the Panthers on him there. And Flynn picks the pocket at the top of the face-off circle on the far side. Sends one off the side of the net there, it looks like. Panthers come out with it behind their net. Send it off the far side boards and back to the neutral zone. Emmett Cook will race it down. Turns it around at the center line there, and he'll squeeze it back in. Offside Dragons. 10:44 remaining in regulation. Dragons down by 4. Face off in the neutral zone. It's kind of quiet in here. It's a big arena here. Not a lot of people. I'm sitting on the Panthers side. That's where the press box is that I got here. So I'm standing on a riser up at the concourse level. And Panthers advance. into the Dragon zone. Nafziger back to defend, and Johnson makes the save. Back to Nafziger, and he'll send it off the far boards there. Shortino was turned around, so he couldn't reach it. And here come the Panthers. Send one through the crease. Poke checked away by Wesley Johnson. And Shortino will come out with it on the near side. Skates it back out to the neutral zone and tries to paddle it into the Panther zone there. High stick whistle off Mr. Easton Cook there, and 10-10 remaining in regulation. Face off in the Dragon zone. Shortino for the face-off. Looking for Easton Cook on the near side here, and Panthers send one up the slot. Moldenauer stops that. Shortino muscles it into the Panther zone. And trying to center one up, send it to some Panther players waiting in the slot, and they'll skate it right back out to the neutral zone. Moldenauer back to McCoy here on the near side, and he'll try to paddle it out. Back to Nafziger. He'll get deflected over to the Moldenauer waiting on the far side there, and he'll stop it. Looking for Cook. Easton Cook sends it deep into the Panther zone off the near side boards. And McCoy holds it in, sends it in deep. He'll chase it down. Back on the back wall there. Panthers get there first. They'll skate it up the far side. Back to Moldenauer. He'll hold it in. Pokes it back into the Panther zone. Panthers send it back out. Nafziger sends it back into the Panther zone. McCoy stopped him at the center line there. And Panthers advance up the near side back into the Dragon zone. Nafziger gets up in his business there. Ooh, looking for a back door. Had a centering pass there, and Panthers fanned on that shot. Back to Shortino. Skates it across the neutral zone. Back into Panther zone on the far side. Cuts in. Oh, blew a tire there next to the net. And we got a man down here. Appears to be okay. Got a whistle on the play. Face off in the Panther zone. Oh, and a tripping call. So Dragons power play with 8:27 remaining in regulation. Let's see if we can't knock a couple in here. Flynn at center, Courts and Smith on the wing. Levens and Emmett Cook on defense. From the face-off, Flynn sends the puck over to the near side boards. And Panthers send it back out to the neutral zone. Emmett Cook turns it around to the center line. Advances into the Panther zone on the near side. Puck got out ahead of him there. Sends a shot. Save. Panthers. Puck goes over to the far boards. Panthers enter the neutral zone with some speed. Levens strips the puck. And Johnson will poke check that one to the back wall. And Emmett Cook sends it over to the near side boards. Back to Blevins. Oh, looks like Blevins got stood up there. Here comes Emmett Cook across the neutral zone. Offside Dragons. 7:40 remaining in regulation. Dragons down by 4. Face off in the neutral zone. Flynn enters one, sends a shot up the slot. Oh, save Panthers. Puck comes over to the near side, and Jonas Smith will chase it down. Sends it, tries to peel it off the boards there, and Panthers intercept that pass. Nafziger will race it down deep in the Dragon zone. Stops behind the Dragon's net, sends it off the far side boards, looking for Flynn. And Panthers stopped it there. Send another shot wide and over to the back wall. McCoy will chase it down on the near side. And, oh, jeez. Good Lord. Smith's going to chase it down. He's in a foot race. Puck's coming down deep into the Panthers zone. Panthers get there first. And Smith turns it around in the neutral zone again, or tries to there. And McCoy will enter. Oh, lost the puck on the skate of a save. Panthers back to Nafziger in the neutral zone. Why he wasn't inside the blue line, I'm not quite sure. All right, 6:32 remaining in regulation. Face off in at center ice. Shortino for the face-off. Over to Easton Cook. He finally catches the puck there and sends it in deep. Panthers chase it down. Shortino in hot pursuit. Races over to the far corner there. And Richardson sends a shot. Save. Panthers got a guy down over here. And he's on his feet, folks. Gets a stick tap from all the players and a round of applause there. We'll go get checked out on the bench, it looks like. All right. Let's see if we can get some momentum here. Nafziger and Cook on defense. Richardson and Easton Cook on the wing. Shortino at center. Shortino for the face-off over to Easton Cook. Panthers come out with it. Nafziger tries to hold it in. He'll pick it back up the neutral zone. Panthers stop it at the blue line and advance across the neutral zone. Shortino will race it down. Sends it off the far side boards back to the neutral zone. The Panthers circle around and enter. Shortino picks that pocket there. Sends it off the skate of the referee. Got deflected. And Richardson tries to send it across the neutral zone. And Nafziger wins the race over here in the Dragon zone on the near side. Gets it back to Emmett Cook, and he'll skate it across the neutral zone. Advances up the slot. He'll chase it down on the back wall. And back to Shortino. Ooh, loose puck, loose puck. Panthers netminder poke check that over to the near side. Back to Shortino again. Oh, you got to pay attention, kid. And Nafziger picks his pocket in the neutral zone there. Tries to chase it down. Here comes Flynn. And Panthers advance back to the neutral zone again. Emmett Cook back to defend. And stick it away from that Panther player there and back out to the neutral zone. Looks like they might have held it in. And off the skate of Nash Moldenauer there. He'll stop that shot. Back to the blue line. And Panthers send it back in deep. Here comes Emmett Cook. He'll skate it back out to the neutral zone there. And centering pass. Back to a Panther player. Dragons stop the puck in the slot there for a second. Here comes. And Nafziger sends that one in offside. 4:08 remaining in regulation. Dragons down by 4. Face off at center ice. Courts and Moldenauer on the wing. Flynn at center. And Moldenauer battling with some Panthers there. And over to Courts. Back to Moldenauer. Moldenauer dances it into the Panthers zone. Sends a shot from the face-off circle on the near side, and the Panther netminder will paddle that one off to the side. Oh, loose puck in front. Back to McCoy. McCoy sends a shot from the top of the face-off circle. Gets deflected wide. And back to Moldenauer on the near side. And puck comes back over to the near boards. Blevins will hold it in. Sends it back in up the near side boards. Panthers send it back out. Back to Moldenauer. He'll stop it at the blue line. Sends a shot from the blue line. Back to Wyatt Flynn on the back wall. Oh, man, too much traffic in front of the net there. Looks like Flynn's helmet stuck to the net, so he can't get up. Oh my goodness. 3:05 remaining in regulation. Wyatt Flynn's helmet is attached to the back of the Panthers net. Whoopsie. Equipment malfunction. And we'll try that again. Face off in the neutral zone. Flynn for the face-off. Sends a tee shot back to the far corner there, and he'll pick up the puck, looking for a wraparound, and puck gets deflected back to the far side. Panthers come out with it. Back to Flynn. Lost track of the puck there. McCoy chipped it across the neutral zone, but the Panthers picked it back up. They're going to skate it across the neutral zone and enter back into the Dragon zone. Save Johnson. He'll stick check that one away there, and back to Wyatt Flynn. Advances back into the neutral zone up the far side. And got the puck stripped there. Back to the neutral zone it goes. McCoy will chase it down. And they'll chase it down deep in the Dragon zone. Another shot gets deflected away from the net. Shortino brings it out to the neutral zone with some speed. And dangles around some Panther players, looking for some opportunities there. Gets it back to Blevins. Blevins sends a shot. Save Panthers. Back to Shortino. And Panthers peel it off the boards and carry it out to the neutral zone. Blevins, cross-ice pass over to Jonah Smith. And Panthers turn it around in the neutral zone again. And McCoy. Back to Shortino in the Panthers zone. Get out! And Blevins will chase it down on the back wall deep in the Dragon zone. And Panthers try to send one towards the net there. And Dragons say, get out of here. Back to the blue line. Another high stick. Should be a whistle there. And it's not. Depending on who, because it depends on who touched it first. Shortino advances back into the Panthers zone. Centering pass to Jonah Smith. Oh, and he got the shot off. I think it might have went wide. Yeah, another centering feed attempt there, and the Panthers were there, and the Dragons weren't. And we got a fast break here. Guy in front of the net, dangles around. Ooh, off the side of the net, didn't go in. Another loose puck in front of the net. And 32 seconds remaining in regulation. McCoy picks the pocket there. Back to Easton Cook. Whoop. Back to Shortino, and he'll send it out to the neutral zone. All the way down. Icing waved off. 10 seconds remaining in regulation. So the Dragons will fall in game one by a score of 1-5. And we'll see you again tomorrow morning. I think it's at 7:40. But I'd have to check. I think that's what it is, though. 7:40 Central Time. Well, thanks for watching, folks. This is 33's Daddy. I'll be signing off. We'll see you tomorrow morning from the Icebox Skating Rink for Game 2 of the UHT. Luck of the Irish Tournament 2025. Dragons and Panthers line up at center ice for the celebratory fist bump. Hopefully we get lots of sleep tonight, folks. We're going to have a long weekend. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go, Dragons!